it's working. In theory, this is my first multi-stream broadcast to where am I? Where is it meant to be? YouTube, Kick, Twitch. I need to wait a day for TikTok apparently, and I need to have 100 followers on Facebook. I used to have lots on my gaming channel, but I just forgot I don't have a fishing channel. So, but I just got to do some. I've got to do some tests at the moment. It's me. I've got a few little scenes set up. You're looking at my garden currently. It's a lovely day. But I just thought I'd try and get this stuff sorted out now before I go to Gold Valley on Sunday. That's the plan. So it's just a case of I need to check my cameras are all good, and that involves moving my fingers around. It's not exactly. I don't want that blurring. So essentially, this is a technical test more than anything else. So I just need to check that it's coming through on other devices, and that I can hear myself, and I can work out what I need to change to actually to get it working the way I want. So that's what I just need to check. Excuse me. Right, does it suggest on Facebook, not Facebook, on YouTube that I'm live? View my channel. No. Why does it not suggest there? John, which why is it making a noise? John, which platform are you watching on? Let me know. I'm curious now. It must be Twitch because it's purple. You on Twitch? Where's my Twitch channel? You're on YouTube? Okay. Why can't I see it on YouTube? That's confusing. And why is it purple text and not pink? And not red? Why can I not see that I'm live on my channel? View channel live. It's not there. Is there? There shouldn't. Well, there shouldn't. Maybe. Okay, the 5 people. It's telling me there's 5 people. Can you let me know which platform you're on? And if you're on YouTube, that's just confusing me because I can't see that I'm live on YouTube. I selected it, but it doesn't show me as live. Let's just restart the app. Yeah, it's not live. Yeah, there's a delay built in. Julian, Julian, you're a YouTube viewer. Why can't I see me live on YouTube, but you two can? Oh, there it is. Right. Step 1, that kind of works. Yeah, it's not live. Yeah, there's a delay built in. Julian. Yeah, I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Yeah. And I'm right. I just need to check Twitch is working. Yeah, Twitch is working. I'm gonna send myself a little message. How's that going to take to come through? Yeah, I don't know why my phone wasn't showing, but yeah, I can see I'm live now. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've got an iPhone, but yeah, why? Oh, maybe because I've got to click the multi-stream, and that will show me the stream chat from multi-stream. Twitch requires additional permissions. Yeah, okay, click to grant. Yeah, authorise, whatever you want me to do. Streamlabs wants to access my account. Yeah. Oh, is that for me to send to all of the channels? That's for me to send to all the channels. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, when I first started the stream, I don't know why one of these cameras is lagging out. This one is lagging out. But that's why I've got to test it. So no, when I first started streaming, my first streams at Gold Valley, I took my laptop and I used Streamlabs because I'd set myself this sort of criteria that I wanted it to be multi-camera. That was the requirement because lots of people were doing videos of their fishing. Yeah. So yeah, loads of people were doing. I don't know why I've got an audible sound. I have to work out where they're coming from. Turn it off. Maybe it's not too sure. So anyway, yeah, because lots of people go and video stuff, right? And my channel was all about live streaming. I wanted to live stream, and not just make videos. There's a lot of people that do, that's really good, and there's a lot of companies that do it, and as a person with a job that's not fishing, then I was never going to do anything good there. So it's all about streaming. Well, there's a few, Julian. There's a guy, Mick. He'll be in the channel in a minute. He'll probably be right. What's going on? Why are you streaming now? And there's a guy called Big Mike. So he streams it. So there's a few, but it's not common, right? Not common. Got a match this Sunday, Jenny's Tunnel Barn Farm. Any advice? Shallow fishing. That's my advice. I think the tunnel has moved into shallow fishing. John Arthur just won the 3-day festival, and I think John Arthur's got on his channel, YouTube channel. He's got or he's made some posts on where else would I have seen it from John? On Instagram. Check John Arthur's Instagram. He won the festival for 3 days, and I think he caught shallow. Yeah, I was going to go to Tunnel to stream at the weekend, but I'm not going to get on. It's busy with club matches and everything, so I'm off to Gold Valley. But yeah, I think Tunnel's moved into shallow fishing territory. So maggots or casters. I don't know which people are using. Normally, it starts on maggots, and then you can, by the time the Pole Masters comes, and there's a lot more reed growth, then it will switch to caster. But I think it'd be maggots shallow, ground bait and maggots down the edge. That's probably what I'll be doing. Oh, nice, Julian. Link your channel, Julian. So it was all about multi-camera, and it was all about live streams. So that's what I did. I'm just looking. I can only get chat from. I'm only picking up chat from YouTube. I'm not picking up chat from Twitch. It says YouTube and then it says multi-stream, but my chat is meant. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, right. Okay. So the chat from the other platforms just appears on the screen. It doesn't. It's not on the. It's not on the scroller. In fact, I'll show you. Look. I'll show you. So I've got the chat from YouTube is there. I've got to play with these camera settings. It might need to be 30 FPS, not 60 FPS. And I've got a little chat box here that comes up on the screen. And I had this problem before with the camera. So anyway, started by doing multi-camera at Gold Valley on the laptop, that was the plan. And then a little bit of side tray issues, not enough space, and I started using 2 side trays. But now, because I'm on one of those Feederland side trays, they're massive. And if I'm going to go to Gold Valley and fish things like Fishermania, and do some opens on Sundays down at Gold, then I needed some pellets. Feederland side trays like this big, right? So I can get my notebook on it again. So that sort of was one point, and then the other point was the fact that Streamlabs is now supporting multi-platform broadcasting. Then I'm like, why would I not try and do that again? The only disadvantage, aside of getting my notebook wet and destroying it, would be that you don't record to the camera. So I can set up different scenes, right, as you can see. So I can set up different scenes. So I just use, this camera needs to be changed to 30 FPS. It's on 60 FPS, but I can't change it right now. So I can set up different scenes as I used to. So I can have one on my chest, I can have one on my side tray looking at my tip. That's my garden. You don't actually record the footage from the camera. You only record the footage from the stream. So if I do want to make a little video of the live match, I've got to take extra cameras. But that's not a problem. It's just about working out what I need to do. But 2 cameras plus the webcam is great for the live, I think. And fingers crossed, I'll reach more people. That's what it's about. It's about conversations with people from America about what you're doing with the poll, and people saying, has anyone got any advice, and other people in the channel being able to help them out, right? Because I've said this a lot. How do you get better at match fishing? How do you get better at fishing? Right? It's one thing to watch a video, but I feel a little bit detached from the realism of watching a video. I love watching people like Andy May and other people. Paul Ond, friend of mine, love that stuff. I love all of that, but I find that when I get to the bank, I get stuff wrong, and I want to ask a question. And so, the idea of creating the live stream was create a way that people can ask questions live, and that'll help people. I can see that camera's lagging compared to the what's name. So that's it. So this was like a little test to see what I need to get sorted out before I go live on Sunday. I'm going to go to Gold, and there's a match on Syndicate Lake. I'm probably not going to fish it, but I've got I can get really good connection at Gold, and so it should work. So that's the plan. So I need to just check settings, that type of stuff. So yeah, I'm chuffed. I'm quite sitting there quite chuffed it's working, to be honest. Well, yeah. I'm going to hit up a gaming channel, a gaming platform with fishing. So I've got to go somewhere I'm going to catch, and I just need to change this chat history. I'm going to just do this one a minute now. I'll just change how long they last for. Sometimes hide delay. What's hide delay? Show message chat delay. Don't know what that is. Let's see. So Nightbot's working. Yeah, that may be better. Yeah, look, it gives me more opportunity to read it. Ron, please in all these chats. Yeah, if people want some, then I'm all for it. I don't like the backdrop, my patio doors, right? So I tried to set the cameras to the garden, You can see what can you see? Side of my garage, a bunch of casters in a pot, and my pond in the background, which I managed to build. I built a pond underneath a what's the name tree, horse chestnut tree. Well done, Graham. But I wanted a pond in the garden, so I built one. So yeah, if people think it's good, Ron, then I'm all up for it, especially in the summer. It's better than sitting indoors. Oh, I'm currently on the Wi-Fi. But hold on a sec. Just banged it on that brolly. I'm using the Vodafone one, and I've bought a couple of little extensions, aerials, to hopefully give me a little bit of a better signal. It's quite interesting when you try and do it through hotspots or your phone, because the hotspots not good. I've got to turn that audio off. The hotspots are not as fast as your phone, but your phone's not designed to transfer the data for 5 hours. So yeah, home Wi-Fi on Sunday I'll be on that. But for a long time I've used my phone. The only thing I've got to work out should be alright was before about the power requirements, right? And I got one of them Jackery batteries, but I probably need a bigger one. That's probably what I need. So yeah, it's a shame I can't see the Twitch. I can't see the Twitch chat. Hello, Sarah. Oh, you see anything? No, you're probably all right. Thanks. So actually that's easier because I've changed that setting so it stays on for longer. But it's not in this primary chat window. You can get like this third-party application to bring all your chats into the same place. I might download that tonight. Mess about with that. Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe. What's that, the Netgear one? I'll check it out. So far, the frustrating thing is the Vodafone hotspot is not as good as my phone. So I've got to sort that out. So I've sorted out the chat delay. That's sorted that out. I've got to sort out that camera because it should not lag like that. I've got to fix that. It shouldn't be because I'm doing 1080 and not 720. Bit technical stuff, but I don't really know how you're meant to test it unless you actually do a stream and then see what happens. Oh, Kick! I've got to check Kick. If so, can I drop Discord or social platform? Sarah, I'll message you. I'll send you a DM. I've got a Discord server. What do I want to check? Kick. Yeah, okay, I get you. Right. In theory, it should be on kick.com as well. Accept. Log in. Excuse me while I just... Authenticator. Wrong authenticator. very good when it says the authenticator code's wrong, is it? It's a bit worrying. Okay, good. Got to match the authenticator with my Kik account. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But thanks. Right, I've got to wait till this authenticated trip's over. And I've got to sort that chat box out on the left because it looks a bit rubbish. So I've stretched the box so it's a little bit out. Right, come on. No idea why that's not working. The fishing stream. Oh, it says I'm live. So yeah, bring it out then. Oh, look at that. Why does that seem a bit laggy? It's like I got my eyes shut. Oh, I think that Kik throttles streams down to 720 when there's 2 or less viewers. So, checklist. Fix the camera because it's lagging. Change the box. Might download that third-party app so I can see the different channels. The thing about the third-party app was it doesn't cover all the channels. It doesn't cover TikTok. And I'm desperate to stream on TikTok just so people have something else apart from carp fishing. Love carp fishing that I do. Like big carp. But I can't find really any other fishing on TikTok. Yeah, thanks Sarah. Yeah, GoPro 10s. Hero 10s. And I've got a third. I've got an 8, but the back camera's broken off. It still works, but the back screen's bust. But yeah, if everyone else can just type where you're watching, I'll really appreciate it. Are you on Twitch, or are you on Kik, or are you on YouTube? That'd be great. Just trying to sort out this stream before I go fishing on Sunday. Trying to get everything to work. The other thing I could do is I could probably, it is not beyond the realm of possibility to get some other anglers on one of these chats. It should be quite easy. I know Craig Meadows' dad would probably love me to get Craig on one of these. Or I might just do a you could just do a stream. I have to think about this for content. Could just do a stream more with the intention of chatting than fishing. I could do some of those. I could do. Thanks, Ron. So yeah, I could do that. You know, river season starts in 5 weeks. There's a few pegs on the river. I get a really good connection. I think the camera stuff, the front-facing camera works well with the webcam. You know, as if I feel like I'm talking to an audience. I guess you can, get the feeling you're more like you're chatting to me than else. But yeah, at least I've got some kind of setup that's going to work. Come on, where's the rest of you? And if you can't type anything, then go and get yourself a Google account and go and punch it in. Then we can have a chat. This is prepping for fishing stream. That's what this is. And the other thing Thanks, Des. I've got to sort out that. What's that audible alarm? What is that? Oh, I don't know if that's the... I don't know if that's the chat coming in. I don't think it is. Maybe if I sign into chat, what do I need to do that? This can't be performed. Okay, I'm not going to bother then. I'll skip that. So yeah, if I do it on Streamlabs, then I can add in a whole bunch of widgets. You know, make some stuff a bit more entertaining. I don't know. I don't want it to be like it's not like a Saturday night TV show, 7 o'clock type stuff, but it can be a little bit more entertaining than just watching me blank. Maybe I'll save some stuff for the winter. And then the other thing I've got to sort out for the summer is I get you have problems with glare, so I've got a filter for the laptop. I need to sort that out tonight. So I don't have glare issues off the sun. You know, you kind of get all sorts of problems trying to live stream fishing, and whether it's the connection or whether it's the cameras or whether it's, you know, the software or the sun. Yeah, I really like Streamlabs. It's a good piece of software, really easy to use. I was using it when I was doing gaming streaming during the back of lockdown, and then just thought, you know, I'll just start using it when we're fishing. Well, it's not very much fishing really, is it, right now? But I could get a top kit and go and drop it in the pond, catch goldfish, but I'd rather not. Right, so I think, you know, I'm going to wrap it up in about, you know, a couple of minutes' time. And the other thing about Streamlabs is I can you know, come up with the big, you know, intro page. We can get some tunes playing. You know, it's definitely got more possibilities. I'm doing it through the mic. I don't know why, but my Rode radio mic's not charged, so I've just plugged it in again. So I hope there's not a problem with that, but I will use an external mic which will give better sound quality. That's all easy. So yeah, if you're just joining the channel, that's very kind of you, Ron. I think you're my first super chat ever. Ron, you're in the States, right? Is that right? I forget. Well, it's $2, so that's giving me you're in States or Canada. I can never remember where people are. But thanks for that. That's more than generous. That works. That comes up. So I'll tick that off the list of things if I checked. But what I'll do maybe, Ron, is I'll find a video of me catching some fish in Florida, and I'll put it up. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, nice. I lived in Florida near Clearwater Beach for nearly a couple of years, 18 months. I had great fun catching loads of redfish and snook and trout and sharks and grouper, sheepshead, a lot of baby catfish, eels, and then big rays, big rays on the bridges between Tampa and Clearwater. Right, so I can also see that I've got a little mini feed. So I wonder if I can make that bigger. No, I can't. So what's the point of that mini feed? Oh, there we go. There we go. No, okay, I do get a little bit more. It shows... I'll have to change what it shows. Okay. Okay, we'll skip that then, Ron. We'll skip it. Who wants to see rubbish fishing in America? It's all bass fishing anyway, isn't it, right? Or marlin. It's not entertaining for an American, right? So we'll skip all that. We'll stick to carp, F1s, bream, roach, I've got to catch £30 a roach on that river this season. So yeah, no, actually, maybe you're giving me a bunch of ideas about just doing some more just chatting instead of fishing and chatting. Just more some just chatting. We can chat about fishing. Maybe I need to change the channel to be the Friday night fishing chat. Maybe we should do that. The Friday night fishing chat. That's an idea, isn't it? My kids are all busy playing on PCs, so I won't. It's no disturbance for me for a couple of hours. So right, YouTube works. I've got to sort the thing out, so you can so I can see the chat. What do you reckon, Julian? The Friday night fishing chat. Just sit here and I should just sit here and tie some rigs and chat. I could probably do that. I've got a lot of pole rigs I've got to tie up for the river. I've got a lot of rigs I've got to tie up for everywhere, actually. Tunnel I've got to tie a load of rigs up for. I'm going to fish gold a little bit more. I need a completely different set of rigs for gold. Yeah, the Friday night fishing stream. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing. I'm reluctant, obviously, to commit to stuff. But, do you reckon? Yeah, maybe. You just got to have a go, right? You just got to try some stuff and have fun with it, right? If it wasn't fun, then it would absolutely make my head explode. But yeah, no, I do enjoy it. You know, like, what am I going to try and sort out now? Really, I want more than 2 cameras. Really. But I'm going to make it, like I said, big deal. You need a laptop with more than 3 USB ports and a battery that's big enough on the bank to power it. That becomes the problem. Even when you plug the GoPros in now, sometimes they say there's not enough power, and they're just having a funny 5 minutes because obviously they're taking power through the USB cable, and sometimes on the GoPro it just doesn't recognise there's enough power, so it's like not enough power, going to shut down, and it'll like do that 6 or 7 times, and then it'll just go, yeah, I'm going to work, not a problem. But yeah, if you've got the patience to try and solve the technical issues, then I think we could do some really good stuff with streaming and fishing, like really good stuff. I just have a lot of views, and I think it's just the way to go. Just the way to go. Right, so I'm going to wrap up. Thank you for joining. That's really cool. And now I'm going to work out why that little noise was. Why is that noise? Nothing's happened. What's making the audible noise? It's not followers on the channel. It's not. Okay. Chat from me. Where does that go? That goes to YouTube. It's like it's no instruction manual, right? Test chat from me. I typed that. It's on the fishing stream. Send it to all. Oh, YouTube or Twitch. Maybe if I leave this on. Can some people just type some more stuff on YouTube for a second? I want to see if it pops up in here. And I'll type some stuff on Twitch. No, close that. Loading chat, come on. Okay, so I can see that in this little window on the right hand side. Just got a little big old delay. Oh, so I saw the text chat from me. Okay, that's from the multi-stream. What's wrong with this? Technology, eh? Right. Send chat. Text chat from Twitch. Oh, okay. So it gives me an audible alert and I can see the stuff from Twitch. If you've got access to it, Julian, I've just done it and I can see it. If I can get the text chat from Twitch and I can get it from YouTube in the same place, it's a lot easier because the box I've got on the left hand side scrolls and the text goes away, but on the right hand side it's just going to scroll it. It doesn't get rid of it. Can't see Twitch. Yeah, okay, you can't see Twitch, but at least I can see Twitch. The only way, the fishing stream, the only way that you're going to be able to see the chat from Twitch is if I go and use a third-party piece of software. And then, even if I do that, you still won't get the chat from TikTok or Facebook, I think it is. Not that Facebook's going to be a big platform, but there's still a lot of people that use it for stuff. So yeah, if I sit on this side, then I can see it for much longer. So I think that's probably better that I do that. If I just sit that side, and then I can make that screen a little bit bigger. Okay, this is working. Liking this. I could make that a little bit smaller. Oh, yeah, perfect, Ringo. Thank you for that. This is a winner, isn't it? Multi-camera, multi-platform. I'm just staring around the screen, and you can see my eyes moving like all over the place. I'm like, what's that doing? What's that doing? I need to sort out this audible. Yeah, you can't see the Twitch cat. You can't see it, but I can see it. I can see it. So if I sit there, then I can see the chat. So I'll just have to have a little think. I can download the third-party piece of software. It's not a problem. I wanted to just get stuff working today. This FPS issue I've got to sort out on this camera, that's for sure. It's on them both. I think it's because it's set at 60 FPS. Yes, you can see the chat box. Yeah, you can see the chat box. And the chat box will show you them from, multiple places. But it's gone, it doesn't hang around for very long. That's the only thing about the chat box. And if I use the third-party plugin chat box, you'll also see where the chat's coming from, which I think is probably the right thing to do. I'll have a mess about with it tonight or tomorrow. But yeah. Right, I think we're done. I'll probably spin one up tomorrow evening with a few tweaks. Hopefully the camera's going to work a little bit better. And I think I have to get some intro music now. I'll have it all plugged in. It'll be like the fun fair's turned up. I'm sure. I was always I'm a wrestling I was gonna say I was a wrestling fan. I'm not a wrestling fan in terms of WWE. However, my grandma, she was a big wrestling fan. and she would we took her once to go and see the wrestling, and it was Big Daddy versus Giant Haystacks. You know, it's that old wrestling, and so that makes me think I should have some intro music. And I do like the darts, so I need some intro music. So I'm going to sort that out, and maybe a shirt with my name on the back. Right, that's enough of this silly talk. Right, thanks for joining. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow evening, be about the same sort of time, and I'm going to sort some technical stuff. So thanks for watching, and